Welcome everyone to the Right Now Show. Today's guest is Mark Cimino. You know him, you love him, you've traveled with him, you've worked with him. He's a great collaborator, a really nice guy, and knows a lot about the restaurant industry and the Buyer's Edge platform. So stay tuned for my conversation with Mark.
It's the Right Now Show! And now, your host,
Okay, welcome, thank you. Welcome back everybody to the Right Now Show. We're having a lot of fun today. Please give a warm round of applause for Mark Cimino. Welcome, Mark. Thanks for joining us on the Right Now Show.
I am so excited. I have dreamt about this moment. I mean, I've seen this show for years, and I wanted to be on the show. I am so happy. You can't imagine.
Okay, take a deep breath, relax. You're gonna be fine.
All right, I'm a little nervous.
Okay, it's good.
So,
I appreciate that.
Yes.
I've been a fan of yours for as long as you've been a fan of mine. And I just want everyone at home to know who you are. Tell us a little bit about who you are, maybe where you live, what do you work on, what do you do? Just who is Mark Cimino?
So I live in Braintree, Massachusetts, which is famous for two presidents being born there, John Adams and John Quincy Adams.
Wow.
Very proud of that. I have 3 kids, a beautiful wife, and a dog that I love. And I work at the platform in Consolidated Concepts. I've been here about 10 years. And I work in the account management group. I help our clients add value.
So tell us about Consolidated Concepts. What is really, if you had to describe this to somebody, you know, in just a few short sentences, what would you tell the world about Consolidated Concepts?
Well, we are the multi-unit, multi-market brand, so we work with the chains, and we bring them value. Now, sometimes that is the GPO, the Group Purchasing Organization, but it also could be any program that we have on the platform. Produce, full service, Beyond Broadline, it could be any of those programs. We really listen to what the client's saying, show them what the value we have, and answer any questions that they might have.
So in a way, is Consolidated Concepts an entry point for these multi-unit restaurants to access the value of the platform? How does that sort of work?
So however we're introduced, whether it's at a trade show, an introduction from another client, possibly a cold call, warm call, we start the conversation with what is it you're working on today, what kind of roadblocks do you have, and that's how we identify the right opportunity to get into the platform. A lot of times that is the GPO, but sometimes it isn't. Sometimes it's produce, and sometimes it's Beyond Broadline.
And what do you think are some of the most successful ways in which you introduce clients to other parts of Buyer's Edge platform? How do you decide when's it the right time to introduce them to supply chain management or produce or spend management?
It really depends on where they are. So let's say that we learn that maybe they have a supply chain person that's moving on. We see on LinkedIn, or we know somebody and they tell us. Well, we might see that as an opportunity to introduce them to full service, RPP, Sundell and Associates. So we're listening, we're talking, we're following the news, we're getting engaged with them to really find out what's going on day to day with them.
So can you tell us, what is, as you work for this one brand, Consolidated Concepts, but it sounds like you introduce your clients to a lot of these other brands and other opportunities. What's your approach to that? What's the benefit of it for you, and why is that important to Consolidated Concepts?
Yeah, so in my whole time here, we've always been about introducing other opportunities, and the main reason for that is if you just came to us for the GPO, there's other companies that do the GPO, so it's really just it's a battle of who can give up more money, right? So by adding different programs, you're adding value for the client, adding stickiness. So it's really about, helping them save money, building a relationship, but really just, they don't have a reason or a want to leave us in those situations.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And do the clients respond well to that? Are clients excited to be part of Buyer's Edge platform as a whole?
Yeah, definitely. I could give examples if that's something that you'd like.
Please.
So recently, Jody and her team.
That's our manufacturer relations
Oh
team.
yes, sorry, I forgot I'm on national TV. Sorry.
Yeah,
about
not
that.
everyone knows.
So,
They might have thought you meant Jodie Foster, who was on last week.
So recently they were able to add a big contract, Kraft Heinz, which had never been part of the GPO. So we've been finding.
We learned a little bit about that on my other show, News on Marketing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I watch that too. I do watch that.
Thank you.
I follow you.
Thanks.
Not in a creepy way.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like it.
So this contract is now open to restaurants, which it never had been before. So we're finding tons of savings. And we recently had a business review. We'll do a yearly business review with our bigger clients. And we found almost $350,000 in savings on that new deal and one other deal. And when we were with the client, he didn't believe that we had his pricing right. He literally left the table to go check an invoice because he just didn't believe that we could save him that much money.
Wow.
And when he came back, he was shocked, and he decided, I'm sending the letter of termination, and I'm joining your program.
Wow,
So,
incredible.
Yeah.
So what? Yeah, that's great. So, what is one thing that you would just really want everyone who works for Buyer's Edge platform to understand about Consolidated Concepts and the work you do?
Yeah, that we want to partner with the brands. We want to help. We want to help them retain their clients and add value to that relationship so that all of the clients end up staying with the platform, growing and flourishing. So.
Now, if we can switch gears just a little bit, I know that you have a pretty long history working in the restaurant and food service world. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so I started in 1984.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was one.
And I know I look really young. I'm hoping that on TV that's true. I hope I look young.
You look amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I started with a local pizza chain in a management training program, Papagino's.
Okay.
And they're not a client, but we're working on it.
Okay.
And I just worked my way up to many positions and eventually started to go with some bigger brands like Einstein Brothers Bagel
Okay.
And some other brands. And really just always in operations, support center roles, franchising. So all ends of the business where I was able to learn everything I could about the restaurant industry.
So I wonder if you're willing to maybe play a little game with me here.
Sure.
As someone who has been in the restaurant industry for the better part of 40 years, I'm wondering what you think about some of the sort of newer trends in the restaurant world. And
Well, before you do it, would you consider me trendy?
Yes. I think of you as trendy by proxy because what I noticed a few years ago is that you were bringing some like slang and some kind of pop culture knowledge into the office that you were picking up from your kids.
Correct.
And so for that, I was like, wow, Mark knows what all these words are that I didn't know anymore. Yeah. But because they weren't words that 35-year-olds were saying.
Yep.
So in that way, I think that you've kind of been marinating in trendiness, and I get that distinct flavor of trendiness from
All
it.
right. Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, this is a little game I like to call Hot Takes.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm just gonna toss a sort of maybe restaurant or food trend at you, and I just kind of want to hear what do you think of it coming from your perspective as I don't want to say veteran, but an industry, well-established, member of the industry.
Sure.
All right. So let's start with something that's maybe a little bit easy. How do you feel about fancy pizzas? Things like gorgonzola, fig, prosciutto on the pizza.
I don't know why you would ever put certain things on a pizza like arugula.
Oh.
I mean, pizza's meant for cheese, pepperoni, maybe a couple vegetables, but
Okay.
that's about it.
Okay. To our audience, we think you're with us. All right, mixed reviews. All right, fine, it's fine. All right, how does a guy like you feel about QR codes.
I don't want to come to a restaurant to do work. I don't want, if I'm coming to your restaurant, you should bring me the menu, you should tell me about the specials, and then I'll order, and if you do a good job, maybe I'll tip you.
Okay. I'm going to take that a step further. How do you feel about restaurants that are doing away with tipping?
I don't like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I think, these restaurant folks work hard. It's an industry that's tough. It's late nights, it's long hours. Tipping should stay.
Okay. All right, let's go back to the food side of the world. What's your thought on tapas? Small plates, tapas.
Yeah, I'm an old school guy. I don't like to share my food, and I don't want a small plate. You look at me, you don't think small plate.
Okay.
I want my own food, and
Okay.
I want a portion that's
Right.
normal.
Right. If there's 5 meetballs, you want 5 of them.
Yes, correct.
Not one,
Yes.
and then you just have to decide who
Yes.
splits the last
Yes.
one. Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna assume you don't like this, but you tell me. What do you think about spicy cocktails?
I like them.
Oh,
I do like spicy cocktails. I'm not a big drinker, so I need
Okay.
a reason to drink it. So
Okay.
the spiciness adds something for me.
okay. On the spiciness tip, what's your take on Nashville hot chicken?
Oh, I love Nashville hot chicken.
Yeah?
Anywhere, anytime I can get it.
Even like around here?
Yeah, I think you could find good Nashville hot chicken.
Yeah?
You
Good?
don't have to be in Nashville,
Yeah, I don't know. My thought on that is anywhere northeast of Nashville, I don't think I'm gonna order Nashville hot chicken.
Well,
It's
do you
like, take me to the south, I'll order a Nashville hot chicken, but I feel like, every restaurant up and down the highways
I'm going to
serving
take
Nashville.
that to the extreme.
Okay.
You have to go to China for your Chinese food?
Absolutely not. but at that point, if you order around here, you're getting food anyways. Is it really Nashville hot chicken, or is it just
No,
chicken with
it's
some
just
spices
chicken
on
with
it?
some spices.
All right, last one. And then I'm going to let you get out of these hot lights and go relax backstage. What's your feeling? We're not always able to get to a restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
What's your feeling about at-home meal kits?
Again, I think they're getting you to buy these products that they're pre-measuring, and at the end of the day, you have to cook it, and you're paying all this money,
Right.
and you're doing all the work yourself. I think
Right.
it's ridiculous.
But how about the argument that it's helping people learn new recipes, or you don't have to go pay a tip, or
Well, I think-
it's in the comfort of your own.
I think the interweb
Kitchen.
was created for recipes, probably.
Okay, fair enough.
So.
All right, Mark, thanks for playing Hot
All right,
Takes
thank
with
you.
me, and thanks for so much for coming on the Right Now show. Mark
Bye,
Cimino,
everybody.
everyone.
Bye, everybody.